Howdy, welcome back for more Minecraft, and today we're going to start things off in my creative world. You can see behind me I've got some furnaces going. Actually, I don't think these are furnaces. Um, Anyways, let's switch back to their foundries. We've got some foundries going with some entities burning, and these are completely self-sustained due to the blaze dying there. You can see this entanglement portal is almost full of blazing blood. Kicked everything off with some lava going off into here. And now we're just feeding everything in with blaze blood. And I am quite happy with that. Oh, you can see the emeralds starting to fill up. So this one over here, we have the spawner for this. It's going to spawn these pillagers, and it's going to give us molten emerald, which is kind of nice. I'm happy with receiving lots of molten emerald. See that just filling up. We got 48 blocks of emerald. This is milk, and that's because some recipes require milk. And if I want to automate any of that production, I need milk. And we have skeleton spawners, so why not? And of course, blaze, or the blazing blood. And I started looking at this all because I need a better weapon to explore the other dimensions. I found that some of those dimensions, my current weapon just won't work there. I get a message saying this weapon is not effective here, or this tool is not effective here, or something like that. And I'd like a little bit better. Oh, good. We can see the pipe starting to fill up. That means, yep, this is full. So as you can see, this hasn't been running long. It's just been running long enough to be able to do a proof of concept. Now, let's switch back to server, and we can build this in a 13 by 13 by 13 pocket dimension, so I don't have to listen to any of this stuff going off. We're back in my base, and I feel like we need to do a little bit of explanation of the spawners before we get to the next part. So, come in here and take a look at this spawner on the floor. If we hold shift and we look at it, we can see that the min spawn delay is 20 ticks and the max spawn delay is 30. You can actually get that down to 20. Spawn count is for the maximum number of entities is 6. Activation range is 16. Spawn range is 4. So it will spawn within a 4 block radius. I've had a couple of mobs spawn just outside these walls. Now you can actually bring that down as well. It's redstone controlled, ignores light, and no AI, and it's silent. And you can make those those modifications using, if I open this up here and we look at chorus fruit, we can click on spawner modifications and we'll see nether stars ignores players. We're going to want that, so we're going to have to gather some nether stars. Ignores light is a soul lantern. We're going to want that, so we're going to have to make a soul lantern. We may need to increase the spawn count. I'm not sure. We're going to want to make it silent. That's just wool. Forest fruit is something I would like to use, but it's not necessary in this case. It would be very nice, though. Sugar will decrease the minimum spawn delay, so they can spawn faster. Activation range, you can increase that, so people can be further away and it's activated. We may increase that, I'm not sure. No redstone control, we don't need that. It's just always going to run. Clocks will decrease the maximum spawn delay. Yeah, dragon eggs, I'm not going to use a dragon egg on a spawner. Spawn range can be increased with a blaze rod, so that would make them spawn within a 5 block radius if we hit it with one of those. However, if you're holding a nether quartz in your offhand, all those things have the opposite effect. So we're going to hit it with a blaze rod while holding a nether quartz to decrease the range. Another thing that I found is pretty cool, found out today that's pretty cool, is we can actually put a spawner on the ground, like say this rotling spawner, And we can hit it with a spawn egg and change it. So if we do this and we hit this with a spawn egg, we now have a sheep spawner. Which I know that's not really useful, but that coupled with this weapon that gives me a chance of getting the spawn eggs from whatever I kill, that could get interesting. Now I need to pick this up, which means I need my my silk touch pickaxe, which I have to mend. Now let's go kill some withers because I need the stars. We're about 4,000 blocks away from my base right now. Ozzy and I built this wither killing area. Isn't it beautiful? No, I'm just kidding. You can't see it right now. So let me switch back to first person. We'll flip this switch on, and there's these shield blocks. And you can set it up so that it will damage hostile mobs and be a solid wall to them while you can walk through it. So this makes it real easy. We're just going to come over here. We're going to place blocks. Not that one. Now, this guy will die. Obviously, he'll do a little damage to me first when he explodes. But I can't think of an easier way to kill the wither. Yeah, one nether star. And I have a stack of soul sand. We're going to do this a few more times, and then we'll head back to our base. We're back at the base, and we're almost done. We look here in our backpack. You can see that we have all the clocks we're going to need because the clocks change the spawn time, and fermented eyes for the maximum number. All the stuff we need for making the foundry, some glass blocks to be able to make sure these spawners can't see us, all the necessities. We also have down here these ender tanks, and these are how I'm going to get the fluid from the pocket dimension into the overworld. These ender tanks are added by ender storage, and the way they work is you can actually put a different code on top of the tank, and it will link those tanks together. You do that with dyes. So I'm going to put cyan on either side to represent it's a liquid, yellow for the blaze blood, even though it should probably be orange, and green for the emeralds that we're going to produce, and light gray. Actually, I think I'm going to change that to white for the milk we're going to produce. All right, now we can just come over to the crafting table here, and if you look, here's the ender tank recipe. It's actually not that hard. It's cauldron, some wool, some obsidian, some blaze rods, and an end pearl. Rather simple. And the way you add a code to them is you just put them up in here, and you add dye. Now this should give me 2 that are cyan, yellow, cyan, 2 that are cyan, green, cyan, and 2 that are cyan, white, cyan. So, yeah, green for emeralds, white for milk, yellow for blazing blood. And we'll just throw them all right back in here. Not sure why those minus signs moved all over the screen, but they did. Anyhow, we need our personal shrinking device, and we are going to go into this one. All right, we're in our pocket dimension, and we're going to start with building the structure that we need. I don't know if I have enough scorched bricks, but we're going to get started anyhow. We need to start with a 5x5. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough, but I'll just have to pop out and grab some more. All right, I think that will be enough. We're going to add one more layer, because what can it hurt, other than not having enough resources? Man, my jetpack's going too fast. Turn it down to 40% speed. All right. And now we need some scorched glass. We need those 3 spots to stay open on this one, because this will be for the blaze spawner. We need to fill this in and give the make sure that the blaze are going to have room to spawn. We're going to put one glass block right there that we're going to get rid of. And see, this is why we have lots of glass. I did not grab enough, though. Professional YouTuber here. Not really. I've never claimed to be a pro. Alright, we are going to grab the blaze spawner. We're going to put the nether quartz in our offhand, because we need the blaze rods in our main hand. And the first thing we're going to do is reduce their spawn radius down to 1. Then we want... let's grab all the stuff. No, let's just do this first. We can add some more in later. So we'll place this here. Oops. Oh well. Alright, so the spawn radius is 1. That means they should all spawn right here. Perfect. Now we'll just kill him real quick. Break this glass, we don't need it there. Done with the nether quartz. Which one was ignore player again? Ignores player, nether star. Do the nether star. Alright. Die. Alright, we're going to reduce this one's time max spawn delay down to as low as we can. Alright. And now lots of sugar. Bring that down to 22. There we go. Alright. Now I forgot to grab wool. Let's make this silent. They're following me out the one wide opening. Are they spawning in here? They shouldn't be spawning in here. Oh, they're coming out the bottom here. Let's fix that real quick. Well, That was a bit chaotic, but they shouldn't be able to come out anymore. Alright, we will pop the foundry controller in there. There we go. Alright, now we have done all of it except for the soul lantern, which makes it ignore light. Which I don't think we need, but we're going to do it anyways. Alright, and now we're going to add the fuel tank. How am I making advancements? I made all these things. And we also want to add one of these scorched ducks and one of these scorched drains. The scorched duct is going to go right here. The scorched drain is going to go right here. Alright, now we just need to grab a bucket of lava, and we should be all set. It should start producing blaze blood for us. Alright, that will produce blaze blood for us now. See, it's not that difficult if you don't do anything silly like allowing the mobs to escape into the rest of the world with you. Now, we're going to build up 2 more units, and those are going to get fed by the blazing blood coming out of this smelter. So, we'll do that in a time lapse real quick here.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
This is all done, and you can see that I'm pumping the blaze blood right into the other 2 machines to power those, and as you can tell, it's successfully filling both machines, no problem, or all 3 machines with blaze blood, no problem. This one is producing milk, because why not, right? And this one is producing molten emeralds, which, again, I'm not going to complain about. Turn off my jetpack here. There is one thing that we need to look at before I hop out of here, and that's these ender tanks. I actually just learned this. Um, you may be worried that setting the colors on them allows for other players to use them, as I was. It does not. If you take your ender tank and you go right to the latch, I've already done it with all three of these, and you do this, smack it with the diamond, you'll see it uses one of the diamonds, but it puts it on its own network just for that player. So now Ozzy can't just make one that's cyan, white, cyan and have access to my milk because we don't want him stealing our milk. There, all of those are tied together properly now. Now let's pick up our tanks and we'll go back to the overworld. That's a pretty good job done. And now we're just going to process the emerald. This will be real quick and easy. So let's do it. Right here we have a casting table. We're going to flop a gem down on there and we're going to melt some gold over it. That will give us a gem casting. Now we're going to come down by the storage. We are going to put a table right there. And we're going to plop down our ender tank full of emerald right there. We don't want the milk. We want the emerald. All right. And the only thing I don't know for sure if it'll work is after this. I want to put down a crate that will go I think right well, we're using that one. So we'll plop this crate right here and it should stay empty for barrel right there. And my plan, if it works, I forgot to bring them. Do I have any logistical transporters? And we actually need two of them. We'll move the crate. We'll just move the crate. Right there. And we'll put the barrel right there. This is the part that I don't know if it'll work, but it seems to be working. There we go. No color. So now it's going to process all those emeralds, or all that liquid emerald, immediately into emeralds. I got so wrapped up in making this smeltery to melt down the blazes that I nearly forgot the whole reason why I was doing it. This right here. What I've done is I've taken the ender tank that has the blazing blood in it, and I've piped it into our little bitty melter here. And that's because this Maniulin, I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, requires blazing blood to melt. Now, once we melt those ingots, we can actually make all the pieces to forge this. And the way you're going to do that is you're just going to grab these dies here. We need, for this one, you need the broad axe, the tough handle, and binding gold cast. So if we grab all three of those, you just plop them in and you hit the spout. I'm not worried about making parts that I've already got because I can just melt them down. Why did it make two? Stop. I must hit that on accident. Okay, well, that made too many. Anyhow, you make all three of those parts, and you can come over to the workstation here, and you can actually come in and just click on the broad axe. And you see you just put these, I forgot the pickaxe head too. You need the pickaxe head too. Put those in there, and once you've got all the pieces and put them in this table, you'll be able to make this axe. This axe does 18.53 damage as base damage, which is pretty good. Can't really complain. So when we come back, we're going to go explore the Everbright and Everdawn, or maybe we'll go place the Twilight Forest auto miner. Either way, there will be a new dimension, and my new weapon will be enchanted. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you want to see the next episode, hit subscribe. Have a good one.